In this video, we're integrating natural log of x over x all squared. And the way this turns out, it requires repeated applications of integration by parts. So we're going to let u equal the natural log part of this. So natural log of x all squared. And the reason we do this is because when we differentiate u, we get something that's in a sense simpler. So I get du equals 2 natural log x, that's differentiating with respect to the natural log x function, multiplied by the derivative of natural log x, which is 1 over x. So that's just the chain rule. And then my differential dx. So what I mean by simpler is that this has the natural log function only to the first power instead of the second. And just looking forward a couple steps, integration by parts is going to leave me with an integral that only has natural log x to the first power now. And that one is simple to do by applying integration by parts one more time and letting u equal natural log x. So this all looks good. dv is the rest of this integrand, and that's 1 over x squared dx. And when I integrate dv, well, that's x to the negative 2, so I get x to the negative 1 over negative 1, or negative 1 over x. Then we apply integration by parts the first time, and I write down u times v, so that's natural log of x all squared times negative 1 over x. Then I have minus the integral of v du. And since v already has a minus sign in it, I can pull that out in front, and I get plus the integral of 1 over x times this du. So du is 2 natural log of x over x. When I multiply that by 1 over x, I get an x squared in the denominator. Then I get into my second application of integration by parts, and the idea here is to let u equal natural log x, because when I differentiate that, it becomes a very simple function, 1 over x dx for the differential of u. And dv is everything else in that integrand, which is 2 over x squared dx. And again, we're just integrating x to the negative 2. So I end up with this negative 2 over x for v. So I rewrite my expression with this negative natural log x squared over x as a spectator, this first term. And then I have plus the value of this integral that we've just applied integration by parts to. So I write down u times v for that integral, and that's natural log x times negative 2 over x. So I end up with a negative 2 natural log x over x minus the integral of v du. And v is carrying a minus sign again, so I can pull that out in front, make that a plus. And du is just 1 over x, so I end up with a 2 over x squared for v du. And we're just left with one more integral to do, and it's really the same integral that we've done twice before. It's the integral of 1 over x squared. There happens to be a 2 tacked onto it. And the integral of x to the negative 2 is x to the negative 1 over negative 1. So I've got that minus sign out in front and an x in the denominator. And that's it. If you find the math content on Zach's Lab helpful, click on the Zach's Lab logo on the right to browse playlists and subscribe to the channel. I produce dozens of new videos per month, and subscribing is the easiest way to find new content. Thanks for watching.